Welcome to BSc Statistics students. In this lesson, I explain one variable Jacobian transformation method, which in this method, what it explains? This method explains for an unknown variable, if we want to calculate the probability density function of an unknown variable based on if a probability density function of a known variable, if it is known, the probability density function of one variable is known, and if there is a relation between unknown variable with known variable, then how to determine the probability density function of unknown variable? Which means, hope you understand, this is, for example, if x is a known variable and the probability density function of x is known, for example, probability density function, even you can also consider that probability mass function. So for simplicity, I am explaining for a continuous random variable, that's all. It is true for discrete random variable also. So if x is known, which means the nature of x is known, that is probability density function of x is known or given, then what is the density function of y? That is, what is the distribution of y? What is the nature of y? How to identify, how to calculate the nature of y? That is, how to calculate the probability density function of y. That is to be, it can be calculated, it can be obtained through this particular one variable Jacobian transformation method. Then what is the formula? It is very simple, the formula. So you have to consider, you have to write fy of y. It is going to be calculated with the help of fx of x multiplied by modulus of Jacobian. What is Jacobian? Jacobian is you have to obtain, differentiate the known variable with unknown variable with respect to unknown variable. Here we have one particular thing very clearly, the unknown variable to be related with known variable, that is, it is a function of known variable, let it be g of x. Y should be a g of x, then only it is going to be calculated. Fx of x multiplied by Jacobian, that is, Jacobian is modulus of Jacobian, you have to calculate modulus of dx by dy. So what is this fy of y? So this is what Jacobian one variable transformation method. Okay, so what is fx of x? It is a probability density function of known variable. What is fy of y? It is a probability density function of unknown variable. If we have a relation between y to x, the variable y is dependent, it depends on the variable x, that is a function of the variable x, it is related, then only it is going to be calculated. If x and y are related, y is related with the, y can be expressed as the function of x, then only it can be achieved. Then only the probability density function of y can be calculated, otherwise cannot be, it cannot, right? So therefore this is what the procedure, the method of one variable Jacobian transformation method. So it is based on Jacobian, so therefore it is called one variable Jacobian transformation method. Why it is called transformation method? I'll explain through the problem. So I consider a particular problem and I explain this method through a problem so that you can easily understand. So that I'm considering a problem, right? For example, if f of x, that is I write fx of x is equivalent to be 2x. Between x takes the values in between 0 to 1. Okay. And then y is related with x as 3x plus 1. So the relation between y and x is y is equal to 3x plus 1. Then now you have to find out the probability density function of y, that is nature of y, the distribution of y. It can be calculated, it can be obtained through this one variable transformation method, right? So therefore, what I consider, first of all, transformation. I do in 3 steps. First of all, transformation. What is transformation? I did not explain in the method. You see here, it will be very clear of explaining this particular problem. If you calculate transformation, so you consider the relation. I'm considering the relation y is equal to 3x plus 1. I'm considering the small letters. That is, I'm considering the value of the variable. In which, first of all, I'm calculating y in terms of, that is x in terms of y. Okay, y relation in terms of x is given. The x is to be transformed in terms of y. So you see here, 3x is equal to y minus 1, which implies x is equivalent to be y minus 1 by 3. So this is called transformation. Do you understand this? The x is transformed in terms of y. It is transformed. That is the reason why it is called transformation. So the x transformation is y minus 1 by 3. So the known variable, it is to be expressed in terms of the unknown variable. That is called transformation. It is transformed. So the values of y which are going to be calculated with the help of x. So x is going to be transformed. Right? Probably you understand this. So you simply remember that if y is equal to 3x plus 1, then you calculate x, the known variable. That's all. It gives you a transformation. Okay, it is transformed. So now you calculate directly, we can easily calculate Jacobian. It is nothing but dx by dy is equal to the differentiation with respect to y, differentiation of x. What is x? Y minus 1 by 3. With respect to x, we can calculate a simple part of differentiation. The y differentiation, it is 1 by 3. I'm taking outside. 1 by 3 is a constant. Multiplied by y differentiation is 1. Therefore, it is 1 by 3. Minus 1 differentiation becomes 0. So, therefore, Jacobian is 1 by 3. Now, you have to calculate modulus of Jacobian. If you have a negative value, then you have to consider a positive value. That is what consideration of the meaning of considering the modulus of Jacobian, right? And then now it is required to calculate. Jacobian was calculated. So the second point is Jacobian. First one is transformation and then the Jacobian. Now come to the probability density function of y. That is what required to calculate. The third point. So right. So in the calculation of y, by using the one variable Jacobian transformation method, the formula of f of y, that is fy of y, I am writing. You see, observe clearly how I am writing. Fx of x multiplied by modulus of Jacobian. That is the formula. So now I'll tell you one more important point as well. Fx of x is called transformation. Now this x is transformation. What is the transformation of x? It is y minus 1 by 3. So I'm replacing y minus 1 by 3. Multiplied by, what is Jacobian? Modulus of Jacobian is 1 by 3. We have calculated. This is modulus of Jacobian. Now you see, if the x is not here, it is not written, then what is this? It is a function of f of y minus 1 by 3. Whether it is a function of x or y, that is particularly whether it is a probability density function of x or y, To identify that, we are writing this capital X. So this is a function of x. So f of x of capital X, that is what our notation. But the important identification of this particular notation is nothing but this is a function of x. So for which we are writing x here. In this context, it is very much useful of writing this notation. This is a function of not y, it is a function of x. This is function of x. To remember and to identify, this is the probability density function of x. So you have to replace now, clearly to speak, you have to transform now the variable x in terms of y. That is the transformation of y minus 1 by 3. It is going to be replaced in terms of x. That is called transformation. Again I speak, again I recollect. Remember the point. Okay, I specify, stress the point. Y minus 1 by 3 is the transformation of x. So therefore, if you write now in the density function of x, what is the density function of x? Fx of x. It is it was specified. It was given as 2x. You see here, this is f of x is equal to 2x between the limits 0 to 1. So I'm writing 2x here. So you replace now 2 into x is y minus 1 by 3. Do you understand now? Now we have transformed. Okay, that is nothing but one variable transformation method. Now the probability density function of y is discovered, identified, that is calculated. 3 into 3, 9. 2 by 9 into y minus 1. But what are the limits? So this is the probability density function of y, but you must have to calculate the limits. I calculate the limits now. The limits part. The limits of y. Okay, I'm calculating limits of y. Then another particular part is required to calculate. You must have to calculate this. So limits of y, for which I'm recollecting the relation. First of all, y is equal to 3x plus 1. And the x limits are 0 to 1. 0 less than x less than 1. So if we consider lower limit, if x is equal to 0, the lower limit, then y is equal to 3 into 0, that is 0 plus 1 is 1. The first lower limit was 1 of y. If x is equal to, if we consider upper limit of x, it is 1. If x is equal to 1, then y is equal to 3 into 1 plus 1, that is 3 plus 1, 4. So therefore limits of y are 1 less than y less than 4. Which are limits of y? Therefore 1 less than y less than 4. Therefore now what is the probability density function of y? If y of y is equal to 2 into y minus 1 by 9, and in which the limits of x are 1 less than y less than 4. You should not forget the part of limits. Limits are also to be considered, to be calculated very, very clearly. So hope you understand. This is what the method of one variable Jacobian transformation method. So I have explained with an example. So hope you understand. If possible, I try to explain one more example in the next session. Thank you so much.